My dog is walking in on me filming my YouTube video right now. Come here. Come here. She's like, what is going on? Okay, I got an audience. Hi guys. It's been a while since I've posted. I don't even know, I think maybe 3 years? I don't know, maybe 2. It actually might be 2. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. I have been, you know, just going through what everyone else is going through, pandemic life. I wanted to get back into filming this year and like compiling my videos, whatever that may be. I don't really like, I don't know, like obviously the videos that I posted in the past were really fashion orientated with school and everything, but now that I've graduated, I don't have as many fashion projects happening. Just kind of want to make this like my little digital diary of my life, whatever that may be. I did want to answer some questions that I haven't answered within like the two years to like even last week. So the first question is, I'm wondering what career did you choose within the industry? So currently I am studying public relations as a postgraduate degree. I don't have a full-time job within the fashion industry. I work at a clothing store right now. Obviously, I want to keep moving up the ladder. I do graphic design on the side and do freelance work. Just trying to figure out exactly where I like want to take my career with the pandemic and everything, and job opportunities not being as like prevalent as I obviously assumed maybe like 4 years ago when I first took the program. But yeah, that's why I decided to go back to school. You can never have enough school, I think, and you should always continue to keep learning, so why not? The next question is how I mentioned internship hours in a previous video, and she was wondering if she needed to get them before she applied or to the program, or do it during. So you do it during. Disclaimer, the program has drastically changed since I have graduated. It changed this fall, and I graduated last April, so I don't completely know the ins and outs of the program now, but I assume it's the same for the internship hours. You do it throughout your 4 years. There's no really like dedicated time. It's kind of something you have to do on your own terms. The school will approve the employer and like the job. They're pretty lenient with everything, and it's just up to you to like document your hours and like get that information signed with your internship boss. So for me, I did a lot of fashion shows and like supporting in the first year. A lot of the times companies will reach out to the school to like pass along the information, which is how I got an internship with like a luxury company. And then I did work one event, and then they just kept emailing me every single time something else came up. And then in my 3rd and 4th year of university, I interned with a startup company, and I worked through all their graphics and assisted with like editorial online, blog posts. It's kind of like whatever you want to do. It's really endless. And yeah, I don't know, I think the hours maybe have changed to 150 hours, and when I did it, it was 400 hours. So I don't know though. But I'm going to link below Ryerson's portfolio and like fashion communications page, just so like everyone can kind of get a better understanding, because I'm not an expert anymore. Sorry. Okay, on to the next question. She was worried about employment after. I guess like one thing I would just say is, if fashion and the industry of like creativity and, you know, fashion can range in so many different ways. I think the program also is designed to allow you to go into so many streams of like areas. Like you don't have to use a fashion degree only in fashion, whether that be like just retail. You know, you can really use and I think it applies to any university course. You can really take all the skills that you have and compile them into different aspects of your life and different careers altogether. No one said like getting an undergrad degree means that that's who you are for the rest of your life. What I would say is, you know, if it's something you want to do, you will get a job. I think it's like almost inevitable. If you have the drive, if you apply for the jobs you want, if you do those little things on the side to really differentiate yourself from another person, and like obviously employers can see people who are dedicated and are like fully interested in careers, it's almost like it's inevitable that you will not get a job. With that being said though, I do think that the industry is changing every day, and I think it's important to stay on top of trends, whether that be like social media. Obviously fashion is like changing with COVID-19, and yeah, that's what I would say. Obviously for me, with like COVID and everything, that's kind of one of the reasons why I went back to school, just to gain some more education. And you know, I could totally pivot and go through a completely different career path again if I really wanted to, and it's just like using those skills and bettering yourself in different avenues of your degree to really get you to where you want to go. And no one said that you have to know where you want to go right away. So that's what I say. I say anything is possible. Next question, someone asked, does Ryerson offer masters in fashion design? And don't quote me, they offer masters in fashion, so that doesn't necessarily mean fashion design. I would say that a master's within fashion is a little bit more conceptual, and you wanted to start taking in like you know, key issues and applying that to your degree. I don't think it's necessarily like luxury designer clothing in a degree. That would be more on the side of just like a bachelor in fashion design, or like a college course in like fashion design where it's like based on conceptual designs. Depends on like where you want to take your degree, and I don't think rushing into a master's is necessary. I think that's something you can do later in life, depending on... My dog is scratching. Okay. So yeah, I hope that kind of makes sense, but I also will link that. Lana, what are you doing? I also will link that below. Someone asked, which Mac do you have? I guess like Mac computer. I had a MacBook Pro like 2016, I think. And then in my final year of university, I upgraded to a 2019 MacBook Pro. I have just like the lowest specs, I think. Maybe not on my newest one, I don't really remember, but like any MacBook works. I would steer away from MacBook Airs just because I know the like longevity is not as much of a good investment. So, you know, I had my MacBook Pro 2016 all throughout high school, I think almost like 5 years, and I gave it to my parents. So like it's my backup in case anything happens to my new one. My next question, what are you majoring in? So I saw some people like replying to those comments, so thank you. So I was majoring in a Bachelor of Design in Fashion Communications at Ryerson University in Toronto. I was not in fashion design. I just filmed the video based on me. It was like heavily based on me sewing a dress, which was for a course where I chose that I wanted to sew the dress. Which is also another question I get a lot of the time, is why were you sewing a dress when you said you didn't have to? You don't have to. I just thought it would be fun, but I don't recommend. Someone asked about money. I'm from Ontario, so I used a student loan. I would say one of the most expensive things is rent in Toronto. It's like unbelievable how much rent is. I would recommend getting roommates if you can, multiple roommates, because obviously that's cutting down a lot of the costs. I didn't live in res my first year. I'm kind of happy like I didn't. I wouldn't really recommend that either, but also I've heard other people who said it was like really fun, but maybe I'm just missing out. I don't know. But that's kind of where I stand on it. I don't have any more questions there, but obviously if you have any, let me know. And I might just try to like have a little Q&A session in a lot of my upcoming videos. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little Q&A, and thank you for, you know, watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for waiting 2 years to hear back from me. But yeah, I definitely think my content will be steering in a little bit of a different direction, so it's okay if you want to let go. I will not be offended. I think it's more of a way for me to just like use my creativity. I really also love video editing and, you know, content creation, and it's something I kind of want to start working on. So yeah, talk to you guys later.